Let's talk about microcurrent devices. We're going to talk about the NuFace Mini, we're going to talk about the Therabody TheraFace, and we're going to talk about the Temu dupe. So first of all, let's talk about the research behind microcurrent devices. It actually goes back to 1982, and there was really the most important study that really started to talk about this molecule in your skin called ATP that really regulates that cell regeneration. And that ATP is more effective with microcurrents that basically range from about 500 to 750. And there is a point at which it identified that these microcurrents actually start to damage your skin. And once that gets to the point that they're 1,000 to 5,000, they start to progressively bring down the ATP. And once they're at 5,000, they're below your steady state. So the microcurrent is not bigger means better. And that's one thing that's really, really important with these things. So this weekend, I had a group of engineers up at the lake house, and I happened to be entertaining. There was a manufacturing engineer, an electrical engineer, a chemical engineer, and we got out the voltmeter and we started playing around with the units and measuring them. The NuFace Mini publishes that they're at about 350 microamps. The TheraFace by Therabody registers at about 450 to 500 microamps, and the Temu dupe doesn't really give you a calculation, which is why we got out the voltmeter. This went off the charts and blew the microamp measurement. You know it's over 1,000. Now, most professional units only go up to 1,200. When you actually use this unit, it's actually kind of concerning. I'm actually only going to put it to number 2 because I'm actually worried about this unit. And you put the conductive gel on it, you will actually see your muscles move. My sister actually was the first one that introduced me to this. She's actually my favorite influencer, by the way. You should follow her. And she actually said it in the video that she did on it, that she's like, ooh, this really pulls. Like it really pulls and she can't go above a certain wavelength. So she identified that it was like much stronger than some of these other units that are on the market. So I'm gonna leave you with my thoughts on microcurrent devices. The NuFace Mini is low voltage and it's actually effective. The TheraFace is closest to what that ideal microamp measurement is, and where it really says that that's the optimal way that it can really stimulate the cell regeneration. And then when you take a look at the Temu, I wouldn't touch it. And if you do have it, I would use it on the very lowest setting because that muscle atrophy is probably not great for what it can do over time. And it depends on how long you have it, how long you're using it, and what level you have it on. But for long periods of time, you can actually get to the point, and it talks about it in that research article, that you could get some cell death from it. So just be really careful with this unit. I'm not going to use it. So at this point, I'm removing this from my inventory, but I did want to bring this to you because there is no information on it, and it took us a while to get to the information.